Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Fix the Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time with our live show, giving out live free picks for today's card. So make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications so you make sure you watch us and get notified to watch us live here. And of course, first thing you want to do is hit that like button, that thumbs up. It really helps us build our audience. So do that right away as we start the show. We greatly appreciate that. On today's show, we'll have picks for you from the NBA, college basketball, also from Major League Baseball, 13-game card today. And we'll also have picks for you from NHL. And let's introduce our cabaret. So far here is Al. Al, what's going on?
I'm pretty good, Tony. Enjoying the MLB. Unfortunately, slipping a little bit in the NBA. Left a couple plays I should have probably put in off my card on the premium side. And the one I did go with yesterday, unfortunately, went all wrong. So looking to do better in the NBA today, but we'll hope to keep it rolling in the MLB while it's hot.
That's right. Let's hope to do as well. Both of us are off to a pretty good start in Major League Baseball, so we're happy to see baseball here. We'll see if I can do better in college hoops and NBA as well. So let's get on with it here on the show, guys. As we know, we get right to the picks. I want to shout out the guys in the chat. Ron Hahn runs our chat for us up there, so shout out there. So shout out there to Justin as well. So let's get this one rolling here, guys. NBA for today. We start with Clippers and Cavs. The Cavs now up to an 8-point favorite. Total sits 229.5. Trailblazers and the Knicks 8, total 220. Hornets and Pelicans, your 1-800 game here in this block. Pelicans 3, total 212.5. Let's take a look at the injuries here. Of course, for the Clippers, no Kawhi Leonard here. So things were going so great. And of course, Leonard out here. We'll see how it rolls here. Miller also out for the Clippers. On the Cleveland side, no Jerome. Tyson and Bates are probable. Portland and the Knicks. For Portland here, Ayton, Henderson, Williams out. Grant doubtful, Simons questionable, Sissoko probable. On the Knicks side, we know there's no Brunson, Hukporti, McBride, Payne, all out there. Charlotte and New Orleans out here are Curry, Green, Williams, Saloon questionable there. Okogie probable. Remember, Ball is out for the year, so he'll no longer show up on these reports, just so you guys know that there. All right, here we've got Pelican side. We have no Zion, no McCollum, no Boston. Olenek and Hawkins are questionable. So we get this one underway without.
Yeah, I'm going to take a couple dogs here with the bigger spreads. Obviously, I think Cleveland's the better side here with no Leonard in the lineup. Even if he was playing, obviously, I think Cleveland's the better team. And if this line was closer to 6, I would really love the Cavs. But again, getting the 8 now, I'm starting to look at the Clippers, I think, in that one. Think they'll keep that competitive. If you're looking to back the Cavs, again, I do like them to get off to a good start. So -2.5 in the first quarter, I think, is still very bettable. On the Knicks Blazers, I like the Blazers there. I know the Knicks have put up some good performances without Brunson in the lineup, but I'm still not trying to lay close to double digits without him. And Hornets Pelicans, that's an ugly one, isn't it? But I may side with the Pelicans, laying the 3 there.
There from El Ninos here. I'll tell you what I think here about these games. I'll look at 2 of them here. Stay away from the Pelicans game myself. I want to go ahead and take the points here with the Clippers. This may just be a little overreaction here with the Kawhi Leonard news. 8 points is a lot. The Clippers are in pretty good form. Harden company, Paul in the lineup, as well as Zubac. We've seen here the Clippers are tied with Golden State in the loss column for the 6th seed. Minnesota's only 1 game back of them. So a very important game here for the Clippers if they want to avoid that play-in nonsense and get that week off. I think there's some motivation from this Clippers team, the way they've been playing here to get that week off. They know what the situation is, so I like them in that spot. I don't like what I've been seeing from Portland. This is the Portland team that you thought had a shot for the 10 seed, but they've been dropping games. They've now lost, 3? They've dropped now 3 straight here. Portland's now 4 games in the loss column back of Dallas for the 10 seed, only 8 games remaining. And they also have to pass Sacramento there in that chase. I'm sorry, Phoenix. So Sacramento is 4 games ahead of them in the loss column. Phoenix is 3 games ahead of them in the loss column. So they have to pass 2 teams to get that 10 seed. And I just don't like the way Portland's looked. Also, key injuries here to some of their key contributors here. 3 straight losses for the Portland, as I said. And issue here is you look at the defense for Portland, look at their past 5, getting over 52% shooting, 39% for 3. I can only look at New York in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the 26th Morning Show with you guys here every day here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We're giving you our premium plays. But if you want our best bets, guys, just go on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Click the link in the description. You'll find all of our premium plays up there for you. So go ahead and get signed up. You can see El Nino's coming in with a big day yesterday. 5-2. It's a great year in the MLB as well as NBA. So get on board there. Promo code Tony T checkout will knock off that 15% off. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we continue with the NBA here. And in this block, we will cover, let's see what we got here. Yeah, we'll cover 3 games in this block. We got Warriors and Spurs. We got the Warriors 12 on the road, total 231. Hawks and Bucks. The Bucks here 4. The total sits here 236. Pistons and T-Wolves 7, total 225.5. Over to Al.
Yeah, Warriors obviously should be a pretty easy win for them, but do I want to lay 12 points? Not really. I'll lean towards the points with the Spurs there. Not crazy about it either. I wouldn't be shocked if they get blown out, but if I had to pick a side, that's where I'm going. Bucks, Hawks, man, the Bucks have been playing some ugly basketball lately, but I think they got to turn it around at some point, and looks like Giannis is going to give it a go. I know no Lillard's still in the lineup, but I'll lay towards laying the points with the Bucks there. And we wrap this one up on the Pistons Wolves.
Pistons Wolves, yep.
I'll go Timberwolves first quarter minus the 2.
From El Nino said, when I think about these games, we'll look at the injuries here for Atlanta and Milwaukee here. No Capella, no Wallace for Atlanta. Trae Young probable. On the Milwaukee side, no Lillard, no Portis, no Sims. Green questionable. Giannis is probable. Detroit and Minnesota. Ivy out. Cunningham has been upgraded to doubtful. Schroeder, Harris probable. Shannon there questionable for Minnesota. Warriors and the Spurs. Payton out. Curry probable. Basie here is out for San Antonio. Tell you what I think about these games. Like what I've been seeing here. Well, actually, let's start with this Atlanta Hawks game. I'm going to go over here with Atlanta here. You look at the Bucks here. They've been shooting the ball pretty well. Haven't been guarding the 3-point very well. Hawks have gone over in 5 of 6. When the Hawks have rest, I always look for the over with them when they have rest here. At least one day of rest. They've been trending to the over this year, and they're shooting the ball very well, but not defending. So I like the over in that game. I'll take the Pistons plus the points. Hey, they beat without their guy Cunningham. They got it done against the Cavs. They got it done there. Pistons 8-3 of the spread in their past 11, but against winning teams, Minnesota just 7-2 of the spread at home against winning teams, and the Pistons are one back of the Pacers. So there is motivation for Detroit to catch and pass the Pacers because they would get the 4 seed. That means home court in the first round of the NBA playoffs. There's also motivation on the Minnesota side. They're 1 game back of the 6 seed, so they're in that battle there. There's about 4 teams that are going to get this the 6 seed, and there's a lot of fight there for these teams. Not much separates the number 2 and 8 seed in the West, so there's going to be a lot of scrambling in these final 8 games to try to get into the play-in round, and if you can, try to get that home court in the first round of the playoffs. So lots going on right now in the Western Conference. Can only look at the points here with the Spurs. With the rest disadvantage, believe it or not, the Spurs are 13-5 because they play a lot of guys, right? They don't set. They're not one of those guys. They're not one of those teams that just play the same 7 or 8. They really spread out the minutes. So you've been able to get value with the Spurs in back-to-back situations when they've had rest disadvantage. So I will go ahead and look at the Spurs in this spot. Looking here at Golden State. Over their past 5, have not been shooting very well, and they've been given 50% shooting with 42% from 3 over their past 5 games, so the defense hasn't been sharp there for Golden State to trust in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show. We'll close it out here with a couple of games. One degenerate game here for your 1-800 folks out there. Raptors and Sixers. We got the Raptors laying 4.5 now coming up. Total sits 224. Rockets and Suns. The Rockets open 2.5. It's coming down now. We're seeing 1.5s and 2s out there. Total 220, 223, and 222 as well. Over to Al.
Yeah, Suns have stepped up a little bit lately, but I'm leaning towards the Rockets here. Just maybe not quite they don't have any Kevin Durant size names on the roster, but I think they're the better team overall here, and I'll lay the 2 of the Rockets.
Laying the 2 there with the El Nino. Say here what I think about these games in this one. Yeah, I'm only going to look at one. I'm not look that Toronto game. Just going to stay away. I'm going to look here. I'm going to go with Phoenix in this spot, believe it or not. Yeah, Phoenix has a lot to play for here. One game back of Dallas, Sacramento for that 10 seed. The Phoenix at home has been really putting up a lot of points here, averaging 124 points per 100 possessions here. They've been playing better at home here. Look at their past 5 games at 48%, 40% from 3. Both teams have struggled defense over this period. Rockets have failed to cover 5 of 6 there. So the big motivation for Phoenix here to try to get into that playing round. I'll look at them plus the points. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we turn our attention here to the Elite 8 college hoops. 2 games on the board tonight. Remember, we get a new tournament begins tomorrow with that Crown Series. So still hoops to go. All right, here we go today action here, college basketball Elite 8. Tennessee and Houston. We see the Houston Cougars 3. There's some 2.5s showing up at DraftKings right now. Total 124.5. Michigan State and Auburn. We got Auburn 5. There's a 4.5 in a couple places. South Point and DraftKings dealing 4.5 with Auburn here. Total 147.5. Over to Al.
I'm gonna look at the under in that Tennessee Houston game. Believe it or not, I know it's a very low total, but I think it's low for a reason. These teams, I've looked at Tennessee's defense a lot lately, and Houston's defense is arguably even better. So I think these guys, and they both like to play at a slower pace too. So there's that too, and I just think it's a very slow-paced game and a lot of banging. Oops, that didn't sound right. But anyways, I think it's a slower-paced defensive battle. There we go, and I'll take the under in that one.
Yeah, from El Nino, say what I think here about these games here. I'm going to take the points here with Tennessee +3. I like what I'm seeing. They come from the stronger conference. They have been covering as underdogs, 4-2. The spread is dog in a game that you may think may be under and low scoring. Every point's crucial here. I could easily see a Houston 1 or 2 point win. I mean, the way these teams play defense, it could be one of those rock fights, as Rob would say, team with a last possession type of game. So I'll give me the 3 with Tennessee in a game that figures to be low scoring. And the Vols have been good in this underdog role, and over their past 5, the Volunteers have been shooting the ball very well. They've upped their game offensively, and we know they defended well. They're third in the nation in defensive efficiency. A team that forces turnovers. They guard the 3, they guard the 2. So Houston's not going to have it so easy getting points. And we know it. Houston has a tendency at this point where the offense falls short, right? Where they'll go through those scoring droughts. We've seen that happen with this Cougars team over the years. Not saying they're going to be the same way, but we've seen that happen. So I'll look at the Tennessee plus the points. Got to take Michigan State plus the points here as a dog this year. 5-1-1 the spread as a dog for this Michigan State team. Again, another game because Michigan State's defense, another team that could be down to the wire. We could have 2 down to the wire games here. I would not be surprised if these land 2 or 3 in both of these games. Michigan,
good ones for sure.
Yeah, Michigan State's 4th in defensive efficiency, a very good defensive team. Like Izzo said, hey, we went through the entire Big Ten season losing 3 games, and that's a pretty good achievement. that was strong, and I do agree. Auburn is just an average team defensively and on the glass and forcing turnovers there. And they only make 73% of their free throws and not in really good shooting form. You look at their past 5 games, it's 43%. And Spartan's defense plays home and away. They defend on the road. So this spot is not too big for them. Matter of fact, away from home, the Spartans covered 13 of 19. Give me Michigan State here at plus the points. All right, let's continue here on 26 Morning Show as we're getting ready up. I'm joined there with Ron Hahn here. Also in the chat, I agree with him there with the Tennessee plus the points. Let's get to baseball here. Interesting start to the series here as we're winding down the first series of games here in baseball. We got 13, so we'll do 3 blocks, 5, 5, and 3 here. So we'll start here with the Phillies and Nats. We got the Phillies $1.36 total of 9. Brewers and Yankees. Oh, those Brewers got clobbered, boy. That team ERA is gonna look horrible right now. Getting a 20 put on you in the second game of the year. But anyway, Yankees $1.24 total 8.5. Orioles and Blue Jays. Here we got the Blue Jays $1.26 total of 9. Pirates and Marlins. We got the Pirates here $1.06 total of 8. Giants and Reds. In this one, we got the Giants $1.20 total 8.5. We start with Alninos.
Yeah, I'll look at the Orioles here. It's been a fun series to watch so far, but I'm looking forward to seeing what this guy can do in the majors. Sugano here for the Orioles was great in Japan last year. pull his numbers up because they were amazing. But anyways, I think he's going to give his Orioles a great shot of winning this one out right now. Now, of course, he wasn't facing the MLB batters, but again, still going up against some pros there. And the numbers were he had a 1.67 ERA, a .95 WHIP, over 156.2 innings. So again, these are some really impressive numbers, and looking forward to seeing what he can do in the majors. So I'll take the Orioles there, and I will also take the Giants.
And there from Al Nino's, like in that Giants team. Let's see how that one rolls. Let me update some of my numbers here on this game here. I wanted to see if I had the right. Let's give me 1 second here. It should have refreshed it properly. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking a couple here in this block. Here we go. We're going to start here with this Giants and Reds game. I'll get my numbers up for you right now. In this one, Robbie Ray will be on the mound here for San Francisco. But I'm going to look here at the Giants in this spot against the Reds. The Reds bullpen allowed 4 runs in 7 innings this season. Giants bullpen has been better in this series. Rays put up some pretty good numbers on the road past 3 seasons. Martinez at home in the area of 4. I'll look at the Giants in that one. In this block, we're also looking at Pittsburgh and Miami. I'm going to take Miami again. That Pittsburgh bullpen blew it again yesterday. It looked like they were home free, but again, the Marlins, believe it or not, the Marlins bullpen has pitched 16 innings in 3 games. They've been used a lot so far, but they've come through, allowed 3 earned runs. Now, I might say if maybe in 10 days from now, if the Marlins are getting this heavy usage, I'd be a little concerned, but this early in the season, not the case. I'll look at Miami here. Pirates hitting just 189. The Pirates bullpen's allowed 8 runs in 11 innings. That is just absolutely atrocious there. So I'll look at that and those two. All right, let's continue here on the 26th Morning Show. As we get ready here for the next series of games here in this next block of 5, we've got Rockies and Rays here. We got the Rays big favorites, $1.88, total of 8. Angels and White Sox. The Angels here, $1.19, total 8.5. Guardians and Royals here, $7, total 7.5. Twins and Cardinals. The Twins favored $1.15, total 8.5. And the last one in this block will go Red Sox and Rangers. The Rangers, $1.67. We see the total coming at 8 over to El Nino's.
Yeah, I warned you about it might be the last time you'd have to lay that kind of number with the Angels, and sure enough, the books have adjusted. Now it's a different pitching matchup, of course, but man, I can't believe they were favored that big in their first 2 games, the Angels. Anyways, Rockies plus 1.5. Been good to me on that 3-dog video. Didn't go back to it today, although I very well could have. I think it's as good as any of these 3 matchups to back the Rockies on the run line there. But I decided to mix it up a little bit. Went with a different dog in the MLB on that video. And then I like the Guardians here with Bybee getting the start. Should be an interesting pitching matchup, but I think the Guardians get the job done.
There from El Nino's. All right, I'm going to look at Angels and White Sox under 8.5. Hey, listen, you beat the White Sox 1-0. I grade you as a loss for that game. In my book, Angels are 0-2. They look horrible here. Angels hitting only 203 for the year. White Sox just 183. But the White Sox bullpen has stepped up pretty well. But we got 2 poor hitting teams here. Give me the under. It's being played in an outdoor stadium in Chicago. You know what it's like here this time of the year up there. Actually, we do have some bad weather here. We could have some bad weather here. 95% chance of rain here. So we got some heavy winds there. So bad forecast. Matter of fact, let's just go through some of the weather here in some of these games. Giants, Cincinnati Reds, 67% chance of rain and some wind right to left. Rockies and Rays out in your neck of the wood. You're going to get rain today, El Nino. 60% chance of rain, but 82 degrees there. 95% chance of rain with the White Sox. Minnesota St. Louis has a 92% chance of rain. So it's spring, guys. So we may have some either rainouts or some delays here. Since we have about just a little less than half the games may be impacted by the weather today. Just giving you guys a heads up there. Cleveland and Kansas City. Give me the under in this one. I like these starters. Miami here for Cleveland, and we got Waka going here for the Guardians. These home road splits, these pitches are looking sharp there with the home road splits. The bullpens have been pretty good as well. Bybee was effective on the road. Waka effective at home. Guardians 48-33 to the under on the road. I'll look under in that game. Going to continue to play the Cardinals as a home dog. They've been money here the last couple of seasons now. 16-9 as a home dog. returning 9 units. This Minnesota Twins team, ice cold at the plate, 172 is their batting average. The Cardinals have been hitting 308 so far to start the season. And the Minnesota bullpen so far in this series allowed 5 earned runs with seven walks, guys, in 6 innings for this Minnesota bullpen. St. Louis bullpen has pitched well this season to start it. So give me the St. Louis team in that one. Red Sox, Rangers, just give me the DeGrom. I was surprised it was 8.5. We're seeing 8s now popping up. The 8.5 may be gone in this game, but I still like the 8. I wouldn't be surprised if it hits 8.5. It's DeGrom, guys. I don't know. They put up an 8.5 with DeGrom, and I was like, what's this? I mean, it kind of shocked me when I saw that number. But Texas is 9-1 in the under at home when they're lined at minus 175 to minus 250. All games have gone under in this series. Boston's hit 208. Boston's really light hitting 208 in this series, but believe it or not, the Boston bullpen's allowed no runs in 10 innings. So this Red Sox bullpen has been sharp. So with those numbers, I got to go under in that game. All right, let's continue here on the Tony This Morning Show as we close out baseball with these final 3 games all out here on the West Coast. So we'll see what's going on here. We got the Cubs and D-backs. The D-backs are going to be favored. Well, it's going up here. The minus 18s and 19s are gone. We got 20s and 25, minus 120 and minus 125 on the D-backs. Total sits at 9, and it's juiced heavily to the over. So 9.5 are going to show up here anytime now in this Cubs D-backs game. While the homeless, the Athletics, they got the job done. Tent City got it done last time again against the Athletics. So we got, but Seattle favored here, $1.62, total 7.5. Braves and Padres again. Padres $1.16, total 8.5. Back to Al.
Yeah, actually, it looks like it's going to be raining later on in the evening in Tampa. So, which is what happened yesterday. It was a beautiful day all day. All of a sudden, you get those nasty clouds and that rain come out of nowhere. Yeah, that's Tampa for you. And people say they moved down here for the weather. Anyway, but I will look at. Man, that's a huge price on the Red Sox. It's very tempting. I might take a small shot on them. I know it's not easy going up against the Grom maybe, but we'll see.
Hey, the bullpen's allowed no runs in 10 innings.
Yeah, you mentioned that. That's a beautiful number right there. Also, Mariners may be a little overpriced, but you gotta love what Woos did last year, and I think this is actually a lower scoring game. I'll go under in that Mariners Athletics game, and I think that's all I got for that.
Yeah, Gio, Tampa Bay got that. Their stadium was damaged in the hurricane, so they're playing in an outdoor stadium in the minor league stadium. So they're no longer playing in the dome. So look for a lot of rain delays from Tampa Bay this year. A lot of them. All right, you done with that block, El Ninos?
Yeah, I believe so. Sorry,
not
much in the MLB today.
All right, we got two out of 3 in this block from me. I like Arizona here. Arizona's been a very good team at home, revenging a home loss as a favorite. They're 15-5, revenging a home loss as a favorite, and returning plus 7 units. Cubs are just not hitting the ball. 198 this season. The bullpens allowed 12 runs in 19 2/3 innings. Arizona's hit 305 in this series. We knew they were really good hitting the ball. They're hitting the ball again. Eduardo Rodriguez, interesting pitcher here. When he against these below par teams that with the 380 to 460 win percentage, lifetime 15-1. So when he faces these bad teams, teams win for him, and they've returned 15 units for him in those 16 games against these bad teams with these type of records. So give me Arizona in that spot. I can only look at the Padres. I mean, what's going on with it? Like I think was it I think it was my JM put this number up here, which is crazy about the runners in scoring position. There's been no clutch hitting whatsoever here from this Atlanta Braves team. I think someone put that up there. I think it was early on. It might have been JM who put it up there. He put up a number that was interesting here with this Atlanta Braves team hitting the ball with runners in scoring position. Here we go, JM, 1 of 20 with runners in scoring position. That's absolutely atrocious here for Atlanta. They're batting. They're only hitting 177 this series. Their bullpen's giving up 6 earned runs in 8 innings. The Padres are hitting. Their bullpen's been outstanding. Now look at the bullpen here for the Padres. 14 bullpen innings. They've given up just 1 run. So your 2 best bullpens right now have been the Red Sox and the Padres. And Smith Shower has been hurt by the home run in his career. He's kind of been up and down with the big club in the minors this season because he gives up the home run ball. As a dog, Atlanta 10-17 as a road dog of even money or higher. It's losing 6.5 units. In home day games, Padres 21-11, returning 5 units. Hey, listen, the Padre fans are showing up because that's all they got, right? They lost their football team a long time ago. They lost their NBA team. The Clippers used to be in San Diego. I think this might have been before Al was born. But and then they were trying, never got hockey over there. So that's all. That's the only game in town. So that's pretty rough there for this Padre. You know, interesting with Swiss Shower. He beat out Elder. And Elder, that poor Elder can never make the Atlanta team legitimately. He only comes in on doubleheaders when they have makeup games. This Elder. I mean, the only time you see him is when there's a rain out, and then they got to play 2 games, and they get able to bring up that guy for the minors. Who's the guy they bring up? Is Elder, and he just missed. He was the last cut there for the Braves. So they decided to go with Smith Shower. So, but
maybe
Shower,
next year,
Elder. Keep trying, because we know when the next rain out and next time they have a doubleheader, you'll be the guy they call up. Just get ready for that call. Just keep your eyes on the weather and be ready for that next start, because that's all they do is bring them up in those games. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show as we get ready here for the next series. We move right over to the hockey. We go to the ice. We're running out of games in the ice, guys. We're both NBA and college basketball season, regular season coming to an end. So we'll hit the ice with El Ninos here. Let's see what we got here for today. Let's just do it in one swoop for El here. We got Montreal and Florida. The Florida Panthers, 278 total, 5.5. Canucks and Jets here. We got the Jets, 216 total, 5.5. Sabres and Capitals, 290 total, 6.5. Hockey Club and Blackhawks here. Hockey Club, 209 total, 6. Senators and Penguins. Senators 130 on the road, total 6. Islanders and Hurricanes. We got the Hurricanes, $285 total, 5.5. Maple Leafs and Ducks. We've got the Maple Leafs here, $1.67 total, 6.5. The Kings, after a pathetic showing last night and a back-to-back today against San Jose Sharks. Look at this, $4 now. Actually, it's come down at BOL, went from $3.90 to $3.70. So there's been, we're seeing some money here on the Sharks. The money's coming down here. We see $3.40 at Circa. Penny has moved from $4 to $3.56. So there's been some shark money. Just as we talked about this game, it's been moving. My live stream's lining up here with shark money all of a sudden. So $3.50 to $3.60. Those $4 are going away now because the Sharps are just picking them up right now. Total 5.5 over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a ridiculous price here, especially considering they're on the back-to-back. Obviously, it's the Sharks, and the Kings have been great at home, but no way. I mean, just on principle alone, I'm sure people are just banging the Sharks. And if I had to take that game, I don't know if I'd take them on the money line, but you could get some pretty good value getting them on the puck line. You're getting plus 125, I'm seeing. And if you take them plus 2, which is, I think it's a much better play than just the plus 1.5, even though you probably get that around even money, maybe lay a little bit of juice for that. But take them plus 1.5 and plus 2.5. I hate being beat by that empty netter, so I like getting the plus 2 a lot better than the plus 1.5. A lot of big chalk today. I mean, it's going to be hard to see a lot of upsets today, so I'll go Panthers minus 1.5. I'll take the Capitals minus 1.5. Another huge favorite, I don't think that's way overpriced, is the Utah Hockey Club. I just don't know why they're favorite that by a $2 favorite. So I'll take the Blackhawks up plus the 1.5. And honestly, as I was just mentioning, not too many dogs probably pulling off upsets today. So if you want to take a shot on the Blackhawks money line, might just be one of the dogs that come through today. I like the Senators, small favorites on the road. And again, the Penguins start to show some life, and then just going back to what they had been doing. So it's just a very disappointing season from Pittsburgh there. I'll take the Senators in that one. I'll go Hurricanes minus 1.5. Great spot for them there. And Maple Leafs. I had them as dogs yesterday against the Kings, but again, they've had some very disappointing losses lately, so I wouldn't be shocked to see them drop this one, but I still gotta go Maple Leafs minus 1 here. I just think they're just much more talented team. But again, wouldn't be shocked if they drop that one, so not too crazy about it.
Yeah, if I was on the Maple Leafs yesterday, they got the job done against the Kings. All right, we got you through the hockey. Now it's time for our Parlay Peripheral segment where our cappers can give out parlays. They can give out player props, team props, games in the future, or they can also give out let's play straight. It's up to the cappers in this segment. We start with Al.
All right, let's see what we like. I'll go Bucks. I'll go Rockies plus the 1.5, and I will go. Trying to give some NHL there too. I'll go with the Senators.
There from Al. I'll tell you what I like here. I like the Cardinals in baseball here, and matched me up the Cardinals with the Tennessee Vols plus the points and the Phoenix Suns in the NBA. So a mixed sport three-teamer for me. All right, we got you through the product peripheral segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Heading into a big Sunday of action, Elite 8 action, 13-game card from baseball, NBA action on the ice as well. We'll see what Al's got rolling. Al's been off to a hot start in Major League Baseball, also showing good profit in the NBA this year, but baseball up to almost 600 units of profit to start the baseball year. Al, what you got for sale?
I got my best bet in the MLB, NBA, and NHL. We'll have my college basketball up very shortly. Might have 2 plays there actually, but I'll look out for those. And 2 baseball plays so far, and just my best bet in the NBA and best bet in the NHL so far. But we'll see if we get any steam plays going. So make sure you look out for those long-term passes, and the 2-for-1 capper deal is always your best way to go. Because definitely might be some steam plays today.
That's right, guys. Got Al Nino's over at Tony's Picks. Al Nino's doing some great work here, as you can see on the numbers. And of course, he's got his individual plays up for sale instead of buying them individually. Got a best bet from the NBA up there as well, $19 premium. So get on board with Al Nino's, or may consider long-term pass. Al's got a 3-day pass all the way to a 1-year all sports pass. Remember, the long-term passes does include the late steam plays. Now, remember, plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but our cappers continue to handicap through the day and night, looking for those winners for you. And we can put in plays between 10 minutes to 2 hours before game time. And those plays are emailed to long-term subscribers using the email that you use at sign up. That's the benefit here of the long-term subscriptions. And the only benefit, I only see it at Tony's Picks. I don't see this anywhere. So great value there. Get those late plays here from our cappers at TonySmith.com. So get on board with El Nino's with a long-term pass. All right. And of course, don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout knocks off that 15% off. All right. I got a best bet on the board right now for college hoops. Also a multi-pack with some college with MLB as well as some college basketball in there. I'm off to a nice 3-0 start with good positive units here to start the year in baseball. So looking to get some more winners for you here in Major League Baseball. So get on board with me, or 2-for-1 cap promotion. Match me up with Al on a 2-for-1, saving even more money there. All right, guys. As we said, we're with you here Monday through Friday here at 9:30 a.m. Each time with the Tony Six Morning Show. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us to get the plays in real time. And just a reminder, guys, you can go right to our YouTube channel if you happen to ever miss a show. Well, just go to YouTube, type in Tony's Picks, and you'll be able to find our site. I know a lot of you guys see the channel, but I just want to show you what the type of content that you'll find over on our site, because we got a lot of great content over at Tony'sPicks.com right now. When you go over to our YouTube channel, remember you can watch the live stream here, right here on the live tab. Just hit the live tab, and you'll see the live show. Our archive of our live shows as well. Happy hour Monday through Friday with Rod. You usually see Ramon and Ron there with them, but some of our morning cappers move in there. We'll populate that show at times. Now, if you hit our videos tab is full of content. I've got the baseball up there for you. Al Nino's is always looking for those underdog plays from Al Nino's. Can't hit it because you'll start seeing the picks, but I want you to see the videos. So check out Al Nino's underdog plays. Chris coming in with some baseball and NBA for you as well. My NBA is up there. Chris has got some player props for you, so check that out. He puts his player prop videos for you guys, so make sure you give a look at these from Chris over at with his videos today. I got the NBA covered. Ben coming in strong here with baseball. Ben Ruhala, a lot of baseball for you today. Also basketball coming in from Kevin Thomas with some basketball. Rod's got you covered in the NHL. He got you covered with all the games on the board today. So check that out as well. So Rod coming in with the NHL. So we got you covered with lots of great content on demand over at Tony'sPicks.com, my Sweet 16. We go a little deeper with some of these games, guys. So check them out over at Tony's Picks. Great YouTube channel, guys, for you guys to check out. We welcome you to see it there. As we said, we'll be here every day, 9:30 a.m. each time. So like and subscribe, set those notifications to be live with us. Also want to give out the shout out to Ron Hahn. Ron Hahn is also part of our team at Tony'sPicks.com. So get on board with Ron over at Tony's Picks with his long-term subscriptions or one-day passes. Remember, those are all one-day. These are all guaranteed here on one-day passes. So let's put Ron, and you guys can take a look at him. You see him in the chat room. He's part of our team here at Tony'sPicks.com So get on board with Ron Hahn over at Tony's Picks, and we'll see what Ron's got going on right now. He's got a best bet of the day from College Soup, so get on board with Ron right now at Tony'sPicks.com and use the promo code Tony T at checkout. Save that 15% off. You can also get on board with some of Ron's long-term subscription. Also, Ron's got an early MLB special up there. He can type some of that in the chat for you guys to let you know what's going on with his subscription. So Ron's season pass for one league here from NHL. He's got his league pass from MLB, and he's got his league pass here rolling for you right now from the NBA. So great value there from Ron. So get on board with him over at Tony's Picks. Use that promo code Tony T at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, guys, as we said, we're with you here at 9:30 Each time. Let everybody know a little bit more about your video series. You look for those underdogs for them. You pop in the mornings, and occasionally we'll see you on the happy hour.
Yeah, no, it's March Madness, and everyone's looking for college basketball picks. But again, not too many picks to choose from anymore. So we got to try to keep some for the premium side too. Unfortunately, I gave you a total here today, but yeah, had a dog in the NBA, won the MLB, won the NHL. So still trying to give a little bit of something to everyone, and I think that's what I'll be sticking to for now. I mean, I would mix it up. Sometimes it's more in one sport than others, but as long as I like one dog in each sport, I think I'll try to give a little bit of something to everyone.
Yeah, good, guys. So check them out over on our YouTube channel, El Ninos. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the Tony Hicks Morning Show. Back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, Al, anything to say in closing before we go?
No, thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your games. A lot of daytime action today, so keep you entertained throughout, and enjoy your day.
Early action, guys, today, so make sure you check out. We'll wake up. Bye, guys. You guys make it a winning Sunday. We're back tomorrow here on the